Hara! Hara! How's everyone doing tonight? Hello. I see that we've already redeemed the Boop Champ. Spoonf was impatient today. Say, how is everyone doing? Hello, Spooky. Hello, Spoonf. Hi, Dusk. Hello, Venus. And Grimo. Hello, Disaster. How are you doing? How is everyone's night? Return the slab. Return the slab, the holy slab. Give it back. Trusted you, such betrayal. Hi, Dusk. Hello, game guy. That is where you feel. Spoonf is chaos incarnate. Spoonf does whatever Spoonf does. That is the Spoonf way. Spoonf is scary sometimes, but the fun sounds, the chaotic beauty, yeah, the really loud, oh my god, the panic, oh, oh. Spoonf is scary sometimes? Spoonf is only human? Spoonf is immortal though. He ain't bulletproof? Fair. Oh, Spoonf is a mortal brain centipede. What is that supposed to mean? Brain centipede? Like a plushy centipede? Spoonf was too afraid of being slower. Ah! Ah, Dusk. Thank you. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you. Hello, Yellow McFly. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? How is everyone's night? Muchas gracias. Rub-a-dub-dub. Wow, that was really slow. Thank you, notifications. Hey. Oh god. I'm okay. Good. You want art? What kind of art? What kind of art? You want art? Art of us fighting? Bow before the wrath of Spoonf, son of Neathropataleplurb. Beko is kind of quiet. Hella? Am I sleepy? No. Maybe kind of low energy. Such art? Which art? You doing good? That's good to hear. I'm glad that you guys are having a good day. I thought you guys were getting pumped up. I thought we were actually using fighting words in here. Thought we were doing some fighting words. What do I got in terms of fighting words? What do I got? Could always play Mahjong. That would be riveting, wouldn't it? No, not really. More laser beams? I'll be firing my lasers! Yes. Fire those laser beams. Send off the blasters. Pew pew, pew pew. RE4. I was like, which one was 4 again? Right, saving the president's daughter. Do I even have that? Always fight in the board game? In the board game. Do I have that, actually? Wait, do I own that? I keep forgetting to get Tabletop Simulator, but I don't remember if I have it now. I can always build PCs and make you guys annoyed. Yo! Yo! Maybe I'll be able to upgrade my PC. Yo, this morning, my mouse was driving me crazy. I don't understand why. I think, wait. It seems to be fine right now. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I had like 50 tabs open or... Ah!
Oh, tea cakes!
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you, Desk, for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you, thank you. Darius. Hello, Darius Chill. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. Thank you, thank you. Yay. How is your night going? I hope you'll enjoy the stream. We are just having relaxing, just chatting today. Spoonful nail you to wall and turn your immortal into eternal feeding bag? That's a little disturbing. That's a little disturbing. You refuse to see non-sub? But you're sopping, soaking wallet. You guys are so supportive of each other. You guys are such precious. You see a non-sub and you're like, well, we gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. Oi, ayo. Yeah, no commercials allowed here. No commercials allowed. In fact, I'm the commercial. You pay to see this commercial right here. Hello. Is your day a little bit drab, a little bit boring? You need some cat energy in your life? Look no further. Come on by to a Beko stream. Some side effects include... What were my side effects again? Bleeding of the ears, loss of sanity, irritable screaming, and many other. Ow! Dusk, Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whaler in the tub. What's your wallet made of? Awa. Why didn't you just get art drawn for her? Where? Drawn? For who? We fear the unsub? You fear the unsub. Can't stand... No commercials here. I'm the only commercial you need. I'm the only commercial you need. Death via Q overdose. Please consult your doctor. Do they say consult? What's the word they use in commercials? Please see your doctor before taking heavy doses of prescribed Beko in your life. How? You just had a great idea? Money? What about the money? You keep the money. Made of money. Awa! Awa! Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you. Thank you, Dusk, for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Are you okay? Talk to your doctor. That's the phrasing. Thank you, Disaster. Talk to your doctor before, wait. I should probably just make my own infomercial at this point. Talk to your doctor before, taking any blah 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 with Beko stream. Do not mix with alcohol. Do not drive heavy vehicles while under the influence of Beko stream. Oh? Beko's brain may be small, but her cute is mighty. Oh wow, what a wonderful idea. Where? Awa!
Oh, tea cakes.
Wow. Dusk, Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you, thank you. Do you have like a speed dial on that button? Do you just, is it just already just plugged in with your car and you're just like, yes, again, again, do it again, press the button. What's wrong with liking me? Wow, wow. Bekogenning? Nom nom. Incorrect. But hello, Mr. Chicken Nuggets. Wait. I mean, you could be serious about it, but I'd have to confirm prices from the artist. What do you guys, are you guys like having conversation with each other outside of chat, but then having conversation inside of chat at the same time? I feel like I'm missing context. What? Maybe don't tell secrets. How are you guys having a conversation outside and inside? How are you inside outside? An idea and suggestions? Offers gift for new viewers. Portobacco. Hello, it's portable bacco. It fits in your pocket. And it does a little dance. Has screensaver mode. When left on idle, does a little waggle. A moment, gotta see. Oh my god, what are you guys up to? What is this secrets? Yes, yes? Tu sabes? Community hub? Hub for what? Don't do your drug dealings here. Don't do your drug dealing. Ah, wow, wow, wow. Ow. Cute little waggle dance. I wonder how far I can how far I can get from bekogenning while still being able to tell it's bekogenning, like Bandersnatch cummerbund.
Oh, tea cakes.
Ah. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you, Desk, for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Chicken nuggets, I didn't realize you weren't subbed. I would have figured they would have caught you by now. Come up from behind. Oh. Thank you, Spooky, for the hydration station. Thank you for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. Ah! I'm too short. And too big head. Big head? Big brain? No, just big head. Big head. I heard Avi use the Tamagotchi phrase on her stream. I was just sitting there like, oh, ah. What? Alright, this is like $30 of subs. That's a lot. Is that how many? How many is it so far? Wait, where are we? El Secret? What kind of game is it? Which game? The board game online? It's a wacky race to the finish. It's a hub for lovers of cute things. We're dealing in awe. Oh god! That's a number! Ah! Just take me out. Oh, you can't hit me. Why? I found escape. Ow. Hit one for the road. A can. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you, Dusk, for the 10 gifted subs. You are the major whale lord in the tub. Listen to Venus, Dusk. Ow. Listen to Venus. That Listen to Venus. Ow. Think of your... Ow. Think of your wallet. Wallet killed must be in tears. You guys are like collecting up your... Oh, that one totally missed. You guys are collecting up your smacks, but there's still 3 more follows. I still need 3 more follows before the purge happens. You guys got time. 3 more follows before the purge happens. No non-subs allowed. Where's my timer? Meow. You guys are so ridiculous, yeah. Beko, who gives you the right to be this cute? Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah. I went a whole week without being able to put yeah after threatening messages. What? No heart nyas? No heart nyas? Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah. Bandersnatch Cumberbun, yeah. What's all? So they're thinking of how much they can make your name different, yet still you, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Avi, she fell asleep, yeah? Where? Never forget, on her stream, yeah? Was she on her stream when she was, falling asleep, yeah? Sleep stream? Sleep stream 1, yeah. Wow. When do you ever stop when told? You're right, yeah. Chill. Everyone's telling Dust to calm down. Put down the wallet, yeah. Domi, was it? Oh no, that's a sub message. Dusk is just doing what we doing, yeah. Cheating, yeah? We gotta give Beko all the love and support before her big move, yeah? What? You guys are too fluffy, yeah? Show Roy some love, everyone. Show Roy some love. Yes, give Roy some appreciations, yeah. Dusk, give lots of loves and wobbles, yeah? That's cheating? What's cheating? What's cheating? Yeah? Oh, me zooming out? Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, is that why you were throwing things at me? I'm sorry, Dusk. Yeah. Don't you dodge my way. Fine. Yeah. Portable spoon for New Year so briefly. Yeah. Portable went goodbye. Yeah. The purge? Yeah. Oh, have you never experienced a purge, Mr. Chicken Nuggets? I mean, yeah. Well, you see, when a purge happens, and the throwing system, it does a double kill. Yeah. So like when you guys throw something at me, it also sends a signal, yeah, into my backlog, and it just collects up over time, yeah. So when you clear the queue, yeah, it sends another signal. Whales! All the whales! The whale invasion! It was the whale of a tail. It's a whale of a tail. Wah! Huh? 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 Achoo! Can I fight them off? Can I kick? There's so many. I'm trying to fight them off. Ow. That one was loud. Ow. Ow. Ah! I didn't mean to. I'm back. Ah! Ah! It's like a waterfall. They're a waterfall. Whale turfall. It's not my birthday. What are you talking about? Happy birthday, but it's not my birthday. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, it stopped. We can't have that. What does that mean? We're good. We're Gucci. Look, there's so much that was redeemed. Even you. Awa. You even redeemed ASMR mode. Why would you redeem ASMR mode and then redeem sub all the whales? Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you, Desk, so much for the 50. Ow. Gifted subs. Yeah. Yeah. I'm broken. The purge? Can the deity be excused from this? Oh, you don't get purged. I get cleansed. Don't forget the ASMR too. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so backlogged! Poor Beko. Singular sound mode made me want to watch Bakemonogatari. Yes. She could speak normally until she couldn't. In Watch Party she did. I did what? Who summoned Zarax? The Toa of Time? Hello, Zarax. I'm sorry, I don't know how far back that was. That's about 10 minutes ago. Welcome. Thank you so much. Give lots of... What? Spooky. A what? Spooky. Ba. What? Portable versus Scuff. Scuff wins. All the Scuff wins. Spoonf respects your opinion, but Spoonf likes Portable more by like 0.00001%. Oh my god, that is a lot of notifications for the subs. Oh my god. It was all just the subs. It was all just the subs. Dusk is ultimate. Can't dodge that. No, I can't. I cannot. I didn't realize I can get so small that it misses me though. 50 subs. Yeah, it went on 3 minutes. Last time was it like 4 minutes? Hey. Speen for defense. Listen to the spooky. You're just distributing the damage so it's not built up in one spot. Trying to give it a high kick, kick. Spooky needs another picoing. Why? What did Spooky do? Beko broke it. Dead. Oh, it stopped. We can't have that nowhere. Okay. Every day is Beko's birthday. That means I'm hecka old. It's your birthday. You get another birthday. Time for round 3? Wait. What was round 2? You could put your wallet away. Someone take Dusk's wallet away from him. Someone tell him to stop. My wallet wanted to say hi. I still need to give you your ASMR. Baka. That's what Venus says. Awa. Ah, Spoon forgot about the eyes thing? What? Which eyes? Hello, Russian. How are you doing? Avi slept during a watch party. Oh. Use that against her? Okay. You're innocent. Spooky innocent? Couldn't be. Spooky is guilty. Guilty as charged. Hello, Balthazar. Everyone's just checking in. Dusk is just like, here, I'm the Whale Lord. Sub, and people are just dropping by being like, hey, thanks. The DA is dressed to the nines in the mirror. He practices all his lines to his closing argument. 12 hearts be in favor. I'm guessing that he read the morning paper. The headline reads, "The man hangs," but the jury doesn't. You can't catch me. Someone catch his wallet. Someone get Dusk. He's a smooth probably hadn't gifted more because they probably on call with their bank right now. Sir, we're calling because there was some suspicious activity on your account. There was a lot of singular payments to it says a bekogenning and with Twitch Interactive, and then there was a large payment processed after the smaller ones. This is usually the activity of people that are that have stolen a card, and they try to test the card's limits, and then they make the big purchase. They try to push the limit. Ah! The whales just take up the whole screen. There's just too many whales. I need to share. I want to share. I'm sharing the whales with you guys. I'm sharing the whales with you guys. I'm sharing. Protect me. If I hide in chat, do you think I'm safe? Do you think they can get me in here? Do you think I'm okay? Am I safe? Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you, Dusk, for the 10 gifted subs. You are the whaler in the tub. Ah!
Oh, tea cakes.
It didn't work, guys. It didn't work. Rub-a-dub. Ow! Rub-a-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you, Dusk, for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. How many times will you make me say that today? Probably hadn't gifted more. But yes, nothing spoof. Just wanted to hear Beko say pico pico. Pico pico. Pico. Picori. Pico. Pico! Will the bank did want to decline your card? Stop! Dusk! No! Don't let your card be cancelled. Back to lurking? Okay, Spoof, take care of our eyeballs. I'm too well dressed for the witness stand. You had gifted in a quick... Ow! Yay. In a quick while, because you're always lurking. Yeah, and I appreciate you lurking. And you know, not burning a hole in your... Think of all the things you can buy. There's some cool games that came out. You like playing video games, right? Right? You like cool gadgets, right? Can I... Ah! Can I interest you in some robotic maids? That was trending on TikTok, wasn't it? There's some nice robotic maids that when you ring a bell, they'll turn around and stare at you. What are they used for? I don't know, but they'll stare at you. You'll do it again just for you. Dusk's wallet doesn't feel so good. Dusk's wallet is just like vomiting projectiles right now. I have concerns. I think your wallet needs to go see a doctor. Doctor, please. This wallet is convulsing and just throwing its innards out. Pico. Picoing payments, yes. Let's go. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Bitrate? Oh no. Did my bitrate dip a little bit? Does Beko even have any people left without subs? I know, you guys, I don't have a lot of people that follow me. What happens? What happens? It's not possible to gift more subs than... I mean, I know that you guys haven't, I don't think. But that is a curious question. Are you capable of gifting more subs than the person even has? What happens to that? What happens to that? Do you guys get like reimbursed? Like you get negative ads? How does a negative ad work? Like you guys have no ads, right? You've zeroed out the ads and then you give a double sub. Can someone be a double sub and then be owed a negative ad? Like, here's 5 minutes back of your time. They add the sand into your sundial. I said sundial. It's an hourglass. I'm okay. The brain damage is okay. Virus, hello? You're just gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Why are you concerned? Don't go. Don't go. Wait. Where do you think you're going? Feed me. Wait. The rest of you guys. That wasn't a request for the rest of you guys. It was just for Virus. Roy is the whale lord in the tub. Dusk is definitely the biggest whale lord right now. Oh my god. Don't go. Oh, see, even Dusk is saying don't go. You're gonna go to sleep? Good night, Mr. Chicken Nuggets. Hands whale lord crown to Dusk. You guys share it. It's like the heavyweight championship belt. You guys pass it back and forth. Too many whales? That's not a thing. There are too many whales. Not enough follows. Also, you need a comfy empty Beko? Where? Empty? Me? There's no escape. There is no escape. I can't hide anywhere. Good night, Mr. Chicken Nuggets. I hope you sleep well tonight. Quit hiding behind the chat. There's nothing. The chat. it doesn't. It doesn't protect. It slips through. It slips through chat. You guys didn't make a wall of text enough to protect me from the whales. The text is over top of you. If I ever make a wall of text, see? Made a wall of text. I joined the chat, I did. The whale of the year. Dusk is the whale lord. The whale lord. Build a wall. This feels like that's enough for a model. What? A wall? Are you allowed to leave now? Yes, you're allowed to leave now, Virus. Thank you so much for staying. 77 gifted subs. That's a very pretty number. That's a very, very pretty number. And it doesn't need to change at all. You take that as a yes? Alright. Take care, Virus. I hope you come back. Gee Willie, your mom lets you have 77 subs? Yes. It's a lucky number. Don't you know? It's like Snake Eyes and it's the number 7. Can we get a Talk Pico redeem? Spoomp is so bad at lurking. Pico? Pico! Pico! You know what's funny is that I do that sometimes because it reminds me, you know the dog from Air? There's like a dog from an anime / visual novel called Air, and the dog's name is Potato. And I was so obsessed with this dog because its name is Potato is one, and it's just like this small fluff ball that looks like it only contains 2 brain cells, and the sound effect he makes is pico, 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 pico. And it's the cutest thing in the world, so of course I'm just like pico. I'll stop. Have fun, big hugs. Thank you, Virus. We're backlogging again. I'm trying my best. Those maids can give you drinks too. That's fair. Can they pick up the drink, or do I have, or does someone on the at the kitchen? Does it arrive at the kitchen, and then someone at the kitchen has to put it on their saucer plate, and then it brings it to you? Because at that point, I might as well just ask the person who's in the kitchen to bring me my drink. Hear me out. Beko in a cute French. I have an art with I had someone, I commissioned someone to make a maid dress for me. Well, like a fan art. Fan art? No, art? Beko art. Chinese maid dress. Maybe it's not the same. Want to test that? It's a great question. The subs start being gifted to random watchers that haven't followed? Really? That haven't followed? How do they know that the people watch me? Like, that's another thing. If you're watching, this is a curious question. If you're watching but like haven't followed, but like if you're a regular, is that possible? Is it possible to be a regular watcher that hasn't followed? And then in which case, how in the world do you know the schedule? How do you know in life? The Substar, let's see, it pays us, it pays you guys. The commercials pay you guys back. You can technically gift subs to anyone. You've seen people gift a sub to Microsoft before. What? Interesting. I didn't know that. Whereas like everyone should be a sub. Everyone. That's too many people. The wallet would be obliterated. It would be dustified, just like Thanos snap out of this existence. You did gift a sub to Big Mommy. Interesting names. Fascinating. Very fascinating. It was all tier 1 subs? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Dusk. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Now put your wallet away and hide it so that you don't find it again. Mobile purchases or PC? What's the difference? Is there a price difference between mobile purchase and PC? You can also gift 100 tier 3, but it's... Excuse me, what? Who would do that? For 2K? Who would do that? And it gets halved anyway. They would only get 1K out of it. The other K just goes to Twitch. 350? Dusk. Dusk, do you know the amount of video games you could have bought with that? You could have bought a lot of video games. Not so much if they were collector's edition or AAA. If they were collector's edition, you could probably get maybe 1 game and a half. You could get what can you get with that? You can get half a Vtuber. I don't know how much PC is. Is it not the same rate? I didn't know they would charge different. Don't quote me on that. Where? 9:53 p.m. Marking the backlog. Wait, what time is it? Oh god. Like 375. Think of the things you could do with that. You could invest your money in goldfish stock trading. You could have a goldfish earn you more money with that kind of money. And then you can multiply it and have the goldfish dictate your financial future. You could have got a model with that. See, Venus could have gotten a model with that. Awa. I could have gotten... it's probably gonna go to model fund. Or actually, it might go to just gas. Gas is expensive now. $5 per gallon. Unheard of. Gotta give it to my... Oh, Dusk. Wait, what? Is this as close as I can get? Ow! Ow, my chin! I don't know what to... Ah! I don't know what to say. Thank you. Achoo. Ah. How backlog am I? A list of all the commands? I don't even know what commands I have. You plan to do that many tier 3s? No! That's a lot of money. For 2K, you could...
Bless. Decreased 100 brain cells. Bong fund Beko Drave.
Bless you. Thank you, Noodles, for the 100 brain cell bits. I think I was hit with it earlier, but there was no notification. I didn't register it. But thank you. Bless you. Now go watch TV. Correction, 100k bit is the most you've seen. 100k? I don't, if you look in the about section, I did include a section that explains what gets triggered.
Spoomf underscore the underscore immortal decreased 100 brain cells. Spoomf loves Beko. Beko is so cute and sweet Beko and goes out of her way to make sure everyone in her Discord feels welcome and loved. Beko is such an angel Beko. Even if Beko feels bad about it, you really do deserve all of our love and affection for all the affection you've shown us. Beko.
Beko. Thank you, Spoon. Bless you. Thank you for the 100 brain cell bits. Thank you, thank you. And I feel like it's natural, isn't it? I wouldn't be here without you guys. Natural. It's all natural. Natural 20. Shake, shake, shake. If I had dice, I would throw it on the table, but I don't have, so like there, that's the dice rolling. Ah! You guys are so sweet. And crazy. But in a good way. That's okay. We're was it? Life is too short to be normal. That's what I always say. I always say that life is too short. I mostly say it. Life is too short to dress normal. And life is too short to be normal. Every time someone calls me weird. So it seems that leaving will turn on Beko's yandere mode. The non-violent kind of yandere. Just the needy type. I don't know what you're talking about. You just haven't fed me yet. You can't leave until you feed me. I'm gonna starve. You haven't heard that name in ages? Which one? It's been 5 months, 10 days. Ow. Time flies by, doesn't it? Ow! I'm okay. You wish Thanos can snap me from existence? I wonder what that would feel like. It would feel like turning like you know the moon sand that's in the aquarium water, and it's like you can make sculptures in the water, and then when you lift it up it just melts into sand, dry sand. I feel like that's what that would feel like. You're just like solid and you have your liquids in you, and then he dehydrates you, and then you're like Is that what that's like? Mobile is more expensive? I didn't know that. You would? Just give Beko bits if you're going to spend big money. Too much goes to Twitch and not Beko herself. Isn't it the same regardless? I thought bits and subs, it's the same. It's 50%. You'll just mail it to me, problem solved. I once saw a vid where some dono over 10 million bits. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I made it so that if it's over 1,000, is it over 1,000? Can you guys correct me? I don't really get a lot of bits, so I made it so like if it's over 1,000, it throws the bigger objects. But I don't remember. 9 minutes behind, not bad. Spoonf really is bad at like he lost 2 team games. What? Why, Spoonf? Get your head in the game. I want all the badges. Oh no! But Dusk, I don't have badges! Ah! I need to get some for you guys. You guys dedicate so much and I haven't done it because I don't know what to do. I mean, I do. Ow! Oh!
500 brain cells. Don't mind me. Just performing tests. Beko Drave.
At a certain point, it's too big to be satisfying to you guys, and it just takes up the whole screen. It just takes up the whole screen, and it's too big to be satisfying. So you guys, Cloyd, thank you, Rubba-Dub-Dub, thank you so much for the. Oh wait, what did I just say? I mean, hello! Chloe, thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. And Dark. Is it Doikes? Dark, thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. And, RD Lo Floor 518? RD Lo, thank you. Thank you so much for the Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. And Dusk, Rubba-Dub-Dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. And guys, if nothing changes, look! Ah!
Oh, tea cakes!
Oh no. Dusk, Rubba-Dub-Dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you. Yeah. I usually like to wait until like this is a magical number. Praise the number. Look at that. Yeah. But I usually like to wait because sometimes I've always been like I'll celebrate and then it drops and I'm like, "Oh, well that's sad." So I wait a little bit so that it doesn't drop. Wait a little bit until it gets to a number where it's like, oh, well, a copious amount of people would have to leave. Spoonf as well is working towards all the Beko badges. You guys, I feel so bad because you guys are gonna like get to like however large amount of badges, but you guys will never have experienced the previous tier badges. Like by the time I actually get badges, you guys will not be able to experience them. Or does it give you the option to like toggle between them? Does it default you to like whatever current one you're on, or do you get to pick which one you want to use? It just goes to 10 million bits badge? Just one? I think 1 million bits is a few. No. After a certain point, you could get yourself things. Get yourself like a car. You could get a motorcycle after 2K. Anything after 2K to 5K, you just get yourself a motorcycle. And thank you, Kex, for the hydration station. Wait, where's my water? Thank you so much for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. Wow. Oh, that's weird. Why didn't it throw? Have you guys broken? Twitch charges more for everything on mobile. With bits, unlike subs, the viewer pays Twitch's cut. Ah. Oh, I see, I see. Beko, I really need to record one of your ahs and have it as my notifications for iPhone. Which one? Which ahs are you talking about? Any of my screams? Absolutely any of my screams? That's not too hard. There's a lot of them to pick from. At some point, someone is gonna be intrigued enough and they'll make just screaming, is it collection? Montage? Is it a montage? Screaming montage. Avi was saying that I'm a very chill streamer, and then I look back at some of my streams and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you see? I mean, sorry, do you hear the blood-curdling screams that come out of me? I don't know what you're talking about. Compilation. Thank you. Thank you, Spoon. Bits more than subs for adding to the Beko moving fun. Ah, the biggest I've seen is 300k. That's a lot. The highest badge, however, is 1 million. The inhaled, she did. Oh my god, how backlogged am I? I was getting close. I felt like I was getting close, and then I got distracted. You guys were distracting me. You get the feeling, Spoonfluffs? What's the percentage? How much more do we need to contribute to the Beko Moving Fund? You gotta play your part. Wait, Atheist Paladin, I've seen the amounts that you've done to Avi. You don't need to. You can support the WASP. You don't need to. You're gonna spread yourself too thin. Okay, I've seen them numbers. Don't... Go get your guys. Go get yourselves some motorcycles. How much the Spoonfluff Beko? There's a percentage for that. Beko is ultimate. She's like a precious little sister. Spoonful butcher anyone hurts. Aww. I am little right now. I'm actually portable. That mushroom? The mushroom was huge. It was the big object. Moon sand? Yeah, I've never had moon sand, but I always saw the commercials and I wanted it. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I will buy it and then I'll stream it and we can moon sand together. I don't know how that's gonna work, but that sounds fun. I want a moon sand. Bits you get the whole... Really? I get the whole amount for bits? I thought it was still 50. Subs you only get 50. Ah. With bits, the buyer pays the cut. Oh no, wait! No! With subs, it's the streamer. I see. But... I mean, I guess that makes sense. I have bought bits before. But... Mobile companies like Google... Did I miss this? This is a notice me, senpai. What? How far back was... Oh my god, Shadow. My deepest condolences. Worth it, knowing all of it goes to the streamer. Mobile companies like Google and Apple make it a bit more expensive. That's true, actually, now that you mentioned that. That makes sense then. The app charge. So I guess you gotta come up with Ami, Beko, Chi, and Avi art. Yes. All the art. Art is fun. Art is pretty. I still need to put up more art in the Discord. I want to have like an easy to access collection of Beko art. So I was gonna put it in the Discord, but I was wondering if I should have it be so like anyone can post in it. Because I do have the creative section. So it's like, I wanted to keep it like the Beko fan art channel to just be just art. Or I guess I'm still trying to figure out how to work that. Because I want to be able to like reference certain pictures or like easily find some. Just so that I can pull it out whenever I want. For no particular reason. Other than to admire it. Because they're so pretty. But it's like I have so many different places of Beko art. And I'm just like, I need to have some place. Because sometimes I think I'm out and about and I need to access it. But I don't have it on a drive. Which I guess I should upload to a drive. I'm talking and I'm getting backlogged. I should stop talking. Where am I? Noodle love, make badges. I'll make badges. I'm sorry. I'll get to it. I'll finalize. I'll make a decision. That'll be the next thing I do. That'll be the first thing that I do. We will give you ideas. You broke it. What did you break? Oh, the throwing system? Does it work right now? Okay, it still works. Welcome, welcome. Ardilo, hello. Achibi? Thank you. How far back is this? Ow. Oh my god, that's 10 minutes back. Hello, if you're still here, hello. Thank you, welcome, welcome. And hello, Dark. Hello, hi, clip that. Might as well turn this into an impromptu donathon, subathon. I don't know a lick of dono subathon. You guys don't have to do that. It's not a special occasion. You guys are too sweet. You're happy? Why? Why? I'm glad that you're happy. And you're dancing. Everyone's so excited. I gave those earlier because I knew it was going to happen. For bits, not subs, you can switch between. And type of look. Any type of look. Oh, you can switch between the badges. I see. Twitch charges more... the true Beko-leavers appreciate the default star sub. I'll get it changed. I will. It's a toss up between it's a toss up between having like a pile of donuts or having like teacups, because I do really like teacups, even though I don't talk about it. I really do like teacups. It's a toss up. I'm still trying to figure that out, and then I have to figure out what to do about it. Ow. Beko. Why get a motorcycle when I can use that cash to get a Beko kitchen? Absolutely. Exactly. Get a Beko kitchen. Surround yourself with Beko. Surround yourself with Beko. 10:15. It's 10:15 Eastern. Not anymore. That was in the past. Spoonf already did the Beko I love thing for Beko and it came out as a 99%. Spoonf never doing it again. Okay. Ow! Send over the PC by heli. I do need a new PC. My computer is slowly like... Which is weird because I don't think my components are that bad, but there's something causing it to think really hard. There's something. I wish I knew more about computers. I'm really that behind. Would Beko prefer bits or direct dono? Because either works for you. I haven't set up anything for direct dono. Partly because I was not expecting to get anything, like, financially for a really long time was one, and I didn't really want to start off with that expectation. I didn't want to start off with that expectation and being like, hi, I'm streaming. There's a donation button down there. Like, oh, wow. I didn't I didn't want to do that. So I didn't have that. And then also for smaller streamers, one of my mods told me that it's kind of dangerous to have a donation button because some trolls can come in and like try to dono you a large amount and do that chargeback and then make it so that you owe. So I didn't have a dono button for those reasons. And I still don't expect you guys to give me anything financially. I will. It's okay, Beko. Beko, come on. We've been asking and talking about how we can support you regarding this for weeks now. I was... I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I think there's a couple of different... I know Stream Elements has an option, and they're supposed... Stream Elements has an option, but they take a cut. But they apparently claim that they provide more protection against chargeback. And then I know a lot of people use Ko-fi because they don't charge anything. They don't charge anything, but I don't know too much about it. Other than, I don't know, I tried looking into it. I saw that there was supposed to be some fees, but I didn't quite understand it, so I have to look into it again. I usually do bits to get the channel point bonus. Ah, that's fair, that's fair. Even one bit can get you the monthly channel points? Oh. So simply following then dono 1 can get you 650 channel points on your first 20 seconds of a stream. Ah, I didn't know that. You're paying for watch time, I see. Beko acts like her talking and getting backlog isn't 100% on brand, and we're here in the first place. I'm trying to catch up. I mean, who doesn't like teacups? I love teacups. Have I told you? Wait, I'm gonna derail myself again. Really quickly, Lunar, did you know there's such a thing as a teacup harness?
Noodleroo decreased 100 backlog fund Beko's love.
There's such a thing as a teacup harness and I want one, but they're super expensive. They're made out of leather and they're really cool, and you can bring your teacups with you on your belt and stuff, and you can have a teacup anywhere. And I'm moving on. Don't... Oh! So soft. Don't use T3 subs. Have a slightly darker star than regular T1s. Oh, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? There is no difference between? Are you sure? Wait. It looks slightly darker, unless I'm really weird. Spoon feels targeted with the true Beko lever comment and thus must flex. Wow, hello Dark. How are you doing? We have another Dark. We have original Dark, and then we have another Dark. Darkosaurus. Waggle pooped up. Spoonf is glad Beko lets us? Yes. We just want to help. It's actually, I've actually been having difficulty looking for dwellings. I tried making phone calls, but they all go to a mythical box. or machine that tells me that it's full and cannot receive any more, and then promptly hangs up on me, has been the experience that I've been getting. So I have to figure out what to do. Hello, Neckle. How are you? How is work? Are you working? Are you in the work site right now? Are you doing the work thing? Are you in the bathroom? Are you in the bathroom? Are you hiding in the stalls, or are you in your car? Thinking about potentially going to the bathroom and screaming some shenanigans while everyone tries to do their business. The business of papers. Please. 10 minutes backlogged? Is it that bad? Who did I don't know on the stream? Was that you? Was that you? How did you find that link? Atheist Paladin, was that you? The mystery has been solved. The mystery. Oh. What, did you I thought it could have been you. Wait, how did you where do I have this posted? Where is this information? Because I thought I didn't have anything posted. Atheist Paladin, did you give me $20? Did you give me $20? What was it during Chia stream? Was that what happened? You're getting water? Okay. I might need water. No, they are the same. I'm hello, let me breathe. Ow. Hello, Nekla. Thank you for the hydration. And the save. Let me get water. Atheist. I remember you talking about it. I remember you talking about the $20 during the stream, right? I remember. And you're like talking about it. And you're like, donut. And I'm like, okay. And in my head, I'm just like, I don't have anything posted anywhere. There's no way for him to donate to me. And I'm not streaming, so it's not like he can throw bits at me. Can he throw bits at me offline? I was just like, no. And then like after the stream with Chia, I got off and I looked at my PayPal. Ow. I looked at my PayPal and I saw the $20 there, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, where is this from? I'm just like, I didn't return anything. I didn't refund, no refund. I'm like, what is this? And I sat there for a good like maybe half the trying to figure out how it was possible to give me money. And I was just like, I don't know where this came from. Yeah. Atheist Paladin gave $20. Where did you find this link? Where are you doing this? Where is this link? Where is it? Where did I post it? How did you find this? How did you Do you want to see a monkey that took hours to make? What did you make it in? What is the material? Sure. This kills the Beko. You're welcome back. What did you miss? I'm dying. You're about to go to work? Not there yet, but you can tell me some you want to yell in the bathroom. You're gonna get thrown out or be called in for like harassment, Neko. They're gonna call you in for like harassment because you keep going into the men's bathroom screaming obscenities. Like, for real. They're gonna be like, he's a little bit swirly in the head. He comes in shouting weird things about a Beko in the men's bathroom. People are trying to do their whistles in peace there, you know? There shouldn't be any audible noises unless it comes from the plumbing. And he comes in here friggin' screaming out loud about anime VTubers and cat girls. Prove it, Pixar didn't happen. Can't even finish the sentence. Thank you, Atheist Paladin, for the $20 and somehow finding Atheist Paladin is not responding. Like he's transcended through the matrix. How did he find my wallet and just to slip it in? That's like reverse theft. That's like he found my wallet, took it out of my pocket, slipped a 20 in there, and slipped it back into my pocket without me noticing, because I don't think I have a public link, unless I had one somewhere and forgot. How did you do this magic? Probably on Chia's collab command. Well, I didn't give her a link. Anyone? No, don't pass around this link. I don't know if I would want to continue using Streamlabs. I don't use. I mean, if it's connected, it's connected. I did get it, but I'm trying to keep everything to like similar things. So I would probably either use Stream Elements, since that's a lot of my interface, so that it's all kept together, or maybe I'll look into Coffee. I might have to log into Streamlabs and see about how to disable this thing that somehow is alive, even though I haven't posted it anywhere. You found the forbidden tipping link and the merch store? Wait a second. Is that live too? Wait, I don't know. Wait. Wait. I don't have this link. If it's on Streamlabs, but I don't remember what's on Streamlabs. Streamlabs was like such a long time ago. I don't know to other streamers, Kisa, Avi, etc. Sony just went to Streamlabs and deleted the other user's name and plugged in yours, the profile pic Matt. That's what I get for having set it up but not making it live anywhere. That's what I get for like just playing with it and plugging in pictures. Paladin with the 5 head, 8 head, Paladin with the 8 head of 2022, 16 head, Noodle Gib link. Wait. If it's Streamlabs, I don't use that. I don't log in. I mean, it's obviously still connected to my account, but I don't know how to disable Streamlabs. I use Stream Elements. I kept looking at Hello, Strikes Twice. Thank you. I am dead inside. I'm dying. I was looking into, I think I had the store live for a little bit on Stream Elements for the Mr. Beast stuff. But then I took the link down but I don't know if I was able to disable the store. I think when I made it live, it was just like, it's live now. And I'm like, is there an option for me to disable it? You know that meme of the Galaxy Brain Paladin is the giant one with the 8 arms, 3 heads, and the galaxies everywhere? Okay, you're going to work now? I'll yell in the bathroom and yell that Beko told you to stop yelling about her in the Okay, have a good day at work, Neko. Only if Beko's okay with it. Which one is it, Noodle? Which link do you have? Is it the Streamlabs one or Stream Elements? What link is it? This magic, you guys, slipping money into my pocket without me even noticing. I was a little weirded out by it, but then it's not the first time you've done it before, Atheist Paladin, and that's why I wasn't too concerned. I went and I looked, and I saw that I had gotten like $3 before from you. And so I was just like, huh, maybe it's something I'm not thinking about. Maybe it's something I'm not sure. Because I didn't get an email notification, I don't think. Do I have a paper trail for this? No, it was just magic. Good night, Neko. Good night, Neko. Good luck at work. Yes, yes. Streamlabs, reverse thieving. Yeah, reverse thieving. You guys are reverse thieving. Get your hands out of my pocket. Get your hands, you sly, sneaky, sticky fingers, but slippy Wait, is it sticky fingers? Is it sticky fingers or leaky fingers? Smooth fingers? What would be the reverse of sticky fingers? Clean fingers? If there's no paper trail, the IRS does that. Do you ever use your tail to tickle someone's nose? All the time. Who is it that sits next to me when we do collabs? Who do I tickle? Who do I tickle when we do collabs? Who's about that height? I think it's Avi. I think my tail is about Avi nose height when we do collabs. All the time, Corey. All the time. It just gets in the way. That explains why you didn't know where it came from. I attached the message, but it would have only appeared in Streamlabs. Was there a message on there? Yeah, I was trying to look for notes. I was looking. I was like, there's no notes. There's no indicator of where it came from. There was no indicator. I was like, where did this come from? And in my head, I was just like, I know Atheist was mentioning about $20. And then I remember you making the comment of like, alrighty, be ready for it. And I'm just like, where is he sending this? Like, there's no way. There's no way. And then after stream, I'm like, I started messaging Chia immediately after. I'm like, Chia, do you guys know if I have a link live somewhere? I don't have this publicized. I was just like, how? Sticky smooth hands, smooth skin, the dollar bills just slide off. You guys can't keep grasp of the dollar bills. Oh no. Oh no. Just replace my wallet with yours so that you'll stop burning a hole in your wallet. That's a great solution, but don't actually do it. I'm not actually requesting that, but I just thought that was a funny comment to say. Hey, if you want to stop burning, have infomercial. Do you often have the issue of burning holes in your wallet? Do you have problems with your finances? Well, look no further. To prevent you from burning holes in your wallets, just give me your wallet. Problem solved. The end. Infomercial done. Don't do that. I hope the Streamlabs dono doesn't dox us. I don't think so. I don't think so. But You guys don't have to. I'll look into it after stream. If anything, I'll look into stream elements, and I'll look into coffee, and see and make sure that I actually get a paper trail. So that I see where these are coming from, because I didn't know. How are you doing? That's so sparkly, Darkosaurus. You should probably figure out your diet. It's very glittery and multicolored and pulsating. You should be careful about that. Hello, hello, yes. You ate a unicorn today. What did it taste like? Did you get the one from the can? You can buy a canned unicorn. Did you know that? The canned unicorn? I wanted to get that for my sister one time. She's always said that she wanted to eat a unicorn. Coffee? Coffee would be good? You have a coffee account? I have to look into it. Yeah. Because I did read that it doesn't detract fees, but there is a fee for something, right? There is a fee for something? Or is it like if I pay a monthly fee, then they don't detract any fees at all? But if I do the free coffee, then there is a fee? Something like that. Something. Maybe. Stream Elements is nice because I use Stream Elements for everything. For my notifications and stuff. Are you guys having fancy words with each other, Dark? It didn't let you post a Beko clip into the Discord? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have links enabled for stream to try to deter bots away. I don't have links here. But feel free to link it in the Discord, because I see all of those. Maybe. You guys are adorable. Use the free version? Okay, I will use the free version. But I will still compare the two. Because I do like not having to worry about multiple accounts on things. If Stream Elements can do it, I use Stream Elements. But also Coffee. I was thinking about that when we were having the conversation about the road trip. I was thinking about that when we were talking about the road trip and how gas prices are basically like $5 per gallon, and I'm just like, oh, every time I fill up my car, I think it's like 30, 35 when it was the old gas price of maybe $2 or $3, like high $2, maybe $3. It was like 35 to fill up, and now if it's 5, I'm also a little bit worried because I actually need to change my tire before I make the drive. I have a nail in my tire. I've had this nail for a while, and it's finally I've had a nail in my tire for like over a year now. And so my tire was always perpetually leaking air. And so every so often I was told that I need a new tire, but money, and so I was just like, it's still okay. And I was told, just don't take the nail out, because that nail, they told me the nail is right in the center of the tire. If it was off to the side, they could have removed it and fixed it and plugged up the hole. But because the nail was right in the center, they were like, we can't fix that. If you take that out, that's a goner. So I just kept the nail in there, but it's leaking air, so every so often I have to fill it up with air. But I think it's on its final kaputs, and I haven't driven it in a really long time. And it's a flat now, and so I need to replace my tire, but I'm a little bit scared because I actually don't know how much tires cost. I tried looking online at like Costco. I don't know how much tires cost. This will be my first time replacing my own tire. If you ever want to find Spoonf... Uh-oh, it went up. Ah! This is the place. Hehehe. But Spoonf, what if I never stop streaming? You can't be here forever. So you've heard? $5, you won't complain? About your $3.34 now? Yeah. I hear some places are $5 per gallon, so it's pretty bad. Is it $5 per gallon for you, Spoon? What's the gas prices for you guys? Spoonful never. If only you were here during the endurance stream, Spoonf. The 36 hours straight. The 36 hours straight of just me trying to stay conscious. No sleeping stream here. Had to stay conscious the entire time. Just doing what heck all. You drive with a nail in my tire? I have been, yes. I've been. And mind you, when I relocated last year, I drove with that nail in the tire as well. I wanted to change out tires then too, but money, so I didn't. And I filled it up with air and just hoped that nothing would happen. But now that it's actually flat, I can even take a picture. I'll take a picture so that I could send to you guys. I have to get my tire changed before doing the transition. Tires is not cheap. That's what I'm afraid of. You almost spent 100 on gas once, and now I never let my gas get low again. Oh my god. New tire fun, let's go. But wait, isn't it... I have to ask. I was told that it's bad to change just one tire. Do I have to change all of them at once? Gas is $4 there? Ooh, ouch. Ouch, ow. This drive is gonna scare me. The drive is gonna... It sounds painful. Like... money... In the mid-hundreds to thousands? For a tire? Are you for real? Check meme share. Depends on your car, Beko. It can range from 60 to 150. Hello, Sarah. Thank you. Congrats for the resub. Congrats on 4 months. Farmonths. Ah, 4 months. I'm okay. I got it. 150 per tire. No, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I hope it's not 150. Are Walmart tires okay? Are they good? Spoonf is deeply ashamed it took Spoonf as long as it did to find Beko and owes Avi much. Ah. Tires for economy types typically run as low as $90 each. Wouldn't get those. Don't get the economy ones? And up to a couple hundred each for mainstream performance tires. Not to mention tire brands and whatnot. See, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of going to a tire place and looking at all the tires and not knowing what to get. I don't know what to get. I don't know what to do. You know what I do? I go to the tire section. When I went with my parental authorities, I would go there and I would... You know when you...
Tea cakes!
There it is. Why is it so delayed? I wonder why my notifications have been really lagged lately. What was I saying? Oh, you know when you go to a tire and it has all of the prickly rubber stringy bits, I pull those off the tire. I go to a tire and I like pull those off. Is that bad? Are those supposed to be meant for something? Is that like a function of a tire? And I shouldn't have been pulling them off as a child? Or a youngling? I hope they didn't serve a purpose and that they were just messy tire shreddings and I wasn't pulling off something that was important to the tire. That way wear matches. What size are your tires? Best to change at least 2 at a time. I'll have to take a picture and ask you guys because I'm not entirely sure. Technically you could change the one, but I'm assuming it's bad because I was told, yeah, it's you want it to be somewhat even, right? It is best to change all 4 at once, but in a pinch 2 at once can be shared. I feel like I technically should change all 4 just because the last time I changed my tires, I think the last time I changed my tires would have had to have I think all of my tires are at least, they have to be at least over 4 years old. I think. Over 4 years, maybe even 5. 3, 4, 4 to 5, maybe 4 years. But generously 4. I don't know how often you change tires. How often do you change tires? Depends on the car. If you're driving something and like a Subaru, you'll need to change all. Anything else though, probably just 2 and rotate them. All need to change. You don't want to drive with 3 wheels potentially popping. This is true. Beko saw that those were individual prices and broke. This is expensive. If it's the 150, that's like 600. Did I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600? What do I drive? Nissan Sentra. I drive a Nissan Sentra. With tires, you get what you pay for. There was one time I was driving and my tire did blow out. I felt it and I felt my car sliding a little bit and I'm like, oh no, what was that? And I saw like from my side mirror, like something popping off and I drove and I was about to get onto the freeway, right? So I drove to a light and someone stopped next to me and they're like, hey, your tire popped. And I'm like, oh no. So then I had to stop on the side of the road and it was obliterated. I'm like, okay. So then I had to switch to the Spire. And then the parental authority went and they took the car to get the tires swapped. But I was just like, okay, I'm calm. I'm glad that I didn't drive on the freeway and it popped. It popped like right before getting onto the freeway. And I'm surprised that like I handled the car fairly well because I see in a lot of shows where like the car will spin out of control. It'll spin out of control and I'm like, well, I felt it slide a little bit, but I know Freckles pretty well. Freckles and I have been very familiar with you. For any, my car's name is Freckles. I named my car Freckles. I mean my mode of transportation, that is. Ow. What year of a car do you drive? If I remember correctly, I think it might be 2014. I think. I would have to double check. Imagine owning a supercar. You can't just replace the tires of a Lamborghini with the tires typical for a Camry. Only specific to that car. Tires. Wait. You can always do the Project Zomboid way and find some tires from your neighbors. We can make recommendations in Discord. That would be really helpful. Aw, I really appreciate that. Walmart tires will get you where you need to go. Absolute menace. The Walmart. Beko, do not do that. It displays age. Where? Which displays age? Pulling the rubber thingies? Those are just casting flash, not functional. Good. Oh, good. I wasn't pulling things that were important to the tire. Don't tell her that. Wee. I would have felt bad. Tires rot over time, even if they look okay. The rubber fatigues. That makes sense. I actually think it's pretty done. My tires are pretty done. I accidentally allowed it to get flat, and I think the last time I checked on it, I think there's cracks in it. So like I hope I can drive it to wherever I get its tires replaced. I hope I'm capable of driving it there. Or maybe I should switch it to the emergency one already. Should I switch it to the... Should I try to drive it on the tire already? Or should I just already switch it to the emergency one when I go to wherever? Is Costco a place that has good tires? If you change one rear tire, it is the rear. It's the right rear tire. And leave the other one... if it is sufficiently worn, the difference in size can cause stress on the vehicle and damage it. Oh no. Look at the side of the tire. There will be 4 numbers in an oval. Those will tell you when the tire was manufactured. Oh. Centra, got it. Let the research begin. Tack, 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 tack. Everyone's just typing up. Freckles will live. Freckles has been such a good boy, but I think you guys would totally facepalm at how ghetto I've been with Freckles now that I've told you about the nail tire. Here's another thing. So sometime I think a year and a half ago, Freckles' radio stopped working, and I had a friend at the time that basically he took out the whole console, the whole dashboard of the radio. I didn't know how that you could take that out, but they basically like plied it all out. So where my dashboard, where the radio should be, I've just got a big gaping hole. And I don't have a radio in Freckles. I did try to purchase a radio off of eBay. I eventually tried to purchase a replacement. And then I asked my friend to try to see if they could hook that in, and they hooked it in, but it still didn't work. So they think it might be something with the electrical wiring or something. So Freckles still doesn't have a working radio, but on the bright side, he looks a little bit less ghetto because they decided to just leave the radio slotted in there. Like, it's not fully slotted in there, it's actually a little bit popped out, and I can easily pull it out if I want to, but it's just slotted in there, so it looks a little less ghetto and there's not a gaping hole in him. But for a really long time, I just had a huge gaping hole in his dashboard, and you could see all of the wirings in it. And then sometimes I would just stick my phone in that hole when I went to dry. I really want the radio to be fixed, but I'm scared because my friend said that for the complicated electrical wiring, I would have to actually go to a dealership. And that scares me because just going to a dealership, I had some key copies made at a car dealership, and it cost like over $100 for a key. So I'd be scared about what what it would cost for a radio wiring, and I'm just like, radio is not a necessity. I don't necessarily need it. I'm okay. When was the last time you changed your fluids? Maybe early last year? Maybe. Early last year. Last year, between April to maybe July. Oh no, I'm making chat Uber just... Ah! Freckles is a trooper. Freckles is a trooper. I do need to make some spare keys actually, because so I have only one key that functions in Freckles. I have I think I have 3 spare keys. But here's the weird thing. Right? 2 of them are third-party spare keys that my parental authority had me make. And so, like, the programming computers don't work on them. So, one of them will unlock the car, but they will not turn on the car. And there was one time I accidentally locked myself out of my car. So I probably need a spare key. But I'm terrified because I know that costs $100. But when I locked myself out of the car, guess how much that cost? Frickin' $75. So I might as well have gotten a spare key. Okay, we're gonna have to make a checklist. And you have and have you call us when you go to a mechanic. We'll talk to them and get you squared away. Wow. Beko, what have you done to Freckles? A 2014 car. People are still driving cars from the 60s. Freckles is still good. I think. I didn't do anything to the radio. I don't know what I could have done to the radio. In terms of the tire, I didn't know how much tires cost, and at the time there and money and stuff and stuff. I've been trying to take care of the fluids, I think. I haven't driven and I haven't done a lot of driving. I want to see a supercar painted in the art and color of Beko. That'd be really cute. I'd love to see purple cars. I get excited when I see purple cars because there's not a lot of purple cars out there. They don't exist. I want a purple car. What trim is it? I mean, it's just a Sentra. It's a blank. It's not, because I think my parental authority has, what's the other one? They have a Sentra Atlas or something like that, and it's an SV or something. I got the basic bare bone minimal. I don't have any special features, bells and whistles. I was instructed to buy the most basic bare bone minimal of car, and I'm just like, okay, I guess. Like in Itasha? We need to have a serious talk about those tires. Costco is fine. Nissan Armada? I don't know. No, they have, it was an Atlas, I think. Atlas? Something, so I have a Sentra. I think theirs was an Atlas. There's a Sentra Atlas SV. Something like that. They had, they could start their car, like keyless car start, I think. Beko has really filled out her car's ID 10T4. What do you mean? In that oval, the first two numbers are the week produced and the second two numbers are the year. Okay, I will look this up. I will take pictures for you tomorrow. To be frank though, if you see cracks in the tire, it's donezo. I figured as much. Nobody tell Beko that there will be an added cost for labor when you change tires. Freckles will live. Freckles, I hope will live. Listen. I'm sure by next year your AC will die and drive with a broken taillight. No! If it's the taillight, I would get that replaced. But listen, the radio is not a necessity. The only thing that the radio... I think the only bad thing about the radio not working is that the heater thing for the back window does not work. For some reason, that does not work anymore. That's the only thing that went with the radio. I don't know why the back window heater thing does not work, because the radio does not work. They must have been using the same electrical wire current or something like that, but that's the only thing. As long as it's not heavily snowing, then I should be fine. What kind of car is Freckles? Nissan Sentra. Did you let your friend steal your stereo? No. But I thought it was funny when it had when it was just the gaping hole and it just looked like somebody did steal my radio, and in my head I'm just like, well, that means no one's gonna want to steal Freckles because Freckles looks like he was already stolen from, so no one's gonna think Freckles is valuable. So Freckles is here to stay. 18 to 22 a tire for mounting and balancing plus the disposal fees. There's disposal fees? What is this? 1998? Wait, what do you mean? A 2014 Nissan Sentra. If you ever have a bekogenning, we're fixing your Pimp Freckles. Poor Freckles. You guys have so much sympathy for Freckles. So much love and sympathy for Freckles. It's beautiful. You should apologize to Freckles. I will. I'll hug Freckles. The car is barely 10 years old. Damn, 2014 is 10 years ago. What? I take care of Freckles. I hug Freckles. I like Freckles. Freckles and I have been through a lot together. Freckles and I, we've driven a lot of distances. And listen, if you think I'm technically considered the best with their car amongst the siblings, guys, I'm the best. Do you know what my sister, her track record is? Okay. Wait, let me catch up really quickly. Hold on. After hearing all of this, you know what I'm thinking. When was the last time Beko changed the oil and fluids? I try to keep on track of the oils and fluids, but I don't drive as much as I should. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We're going to fix Freckles. Pimp my car style. When was the last time she got her brakes and brake pads replaced? That one I couldn't tell you. That one's been a while. I think the last time Freckles had any huge overhaul I can't account for would probably be when Freckles had that tire burst, which would have been like that would have been at least over 10 years. No, what? That doesn't make sense. 6 years ago? That would have been roughly 6 years ago, maybe. I don't know. This chat feels like a bunch of dads worrying about their kid's car. Well, the car key might be chipped, so they would be costly regardless. Yeah, they have to program it. That's the reason why it's expensive. Oh no, poor Freckles. My god, I make sure that there's fluids. That I at least do. Coolant, the oil change, that I at least do to the best of my abilities. Freckles, I'm sorry, we're going to fix you up. Freckles will live. How are you still driving? How is Freckles still alive? Freckles is magical. Freckles is a champ. Freckles is a trooper. Has been with me through thick and thin. Hashtag save Freckles. The car stories I was not expecting to tell. Most any locksmith can reprogram the transponders? Oh. My car is from 2013 and she's in top shape. Listen, when I was supposed to take an automotives class, if I had stayed in the location that I was at during my time of education in the younger years, I was relocated. But if I had stayed, I was supposed to take an automotions class, and that would have helped. I wanted that class. I wanted to be able to take care of my vehiclers. Okay, I don't know. I ask to be educated. I like being educated, so I'm actually kind of. I'm happy that you guys are willing to help me, and I know that if I ask questions, you guys will educate me. But at the same time, it's not the same as having hands-on. I think I know how to change a wheel. I asked to observe the wheel changing, and I vaguely know how to oil change. Beko, all this is in your car's maintenance manual, the first 10 pages. I read that manual from time to time. All the time, actually. The lights go on. And every time the light goes on, I have to check the manual to figure out what light turned on. Make sure it's not a life-threatening light. Most of the time, it's just the tire pressure. For obvious reasons. Because of the nail. And then I go and pump it with more. I'm sure even your wiper fluid is nearly empty. Yo, well, you're wrong. It is empty. Because I used it a lot. When... Oh no. When... because I used it a lot. When the windshield would get frozen. And I would wet it to try to get rid of the ice. And use the wipers to try to wipe off the ice. I'm gonna go over here now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The tire pressure is not life-threatening. Yeah. Unless the tire pops. That's the only thing I was scared about, was the tire popping while I'm out driving. And I was lucky last time the tire popped. I was driving slowly. But like, what if I'm driving on the freeway and it pops? Then it's just like swerve central. Like that. That'd be bad. Have you ever changed my blinker fluid? You mean my headlight fluid? Beko, they make ice scrapers also. That this is the opposite of what you want. I eventually got an ice scraper. Nissan. Hello the Chask. How are you doing? Ultima, that's the one. Noodles, correct. Yes, that one. Ultima. That's what the parental figure has. Labor is easily 30% of the cost. Her Freon levels must be dead. Add it to the list of things wrong with Freckles. I haven't even gotten to talking about my sister's track record. You take care of Freckles. This video proves otherwise. It's been difficult the most recent years. The most recent years, I think the last 2 years have been difficult to take care of Freckles financially. So I'm just praying that Freckles hangs on long enough so that I could tend to him a little bit better. But other than that, he's been pretty good taken care of. Like, he's been running, okay? You abuse Freckles is what you do now. Freckles, flash your blue lights twice if you're in danger. Wait. Even if you don't drive a lot, you should still change your oil every 8 to 12 months at the very minimum. I haven't changed your brakes. I personally have not changed my brakes. I don't know if it was changed the last time I was around the parental authorities. And the last time I was around parental authorities was maybe 6 years ago. Maybe. Am I calculating that right? No. 4 years ago. Probably 4 years ago. I'm sorry, Spooky. I don't mean to worry. Beko's the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep her down. I'm stunned. Someone take her car keys while we fix this. The fact that Freckles is still alive is nothing short of a miracle. I actually turned him on the other night. He's still turned on. Ah!
Spoomf _ the _ immortal decreased 100 brain cells. Change brakes ASAP, please.
He still brakes. The brakes still work fine. I actually was told that the brakes are still good. Maybe. I was told, at least. Someone else drove Freckles and they said that the brakes they stopped pretty abruptly. Like, I don't know. At least there's no grinding. I know if there's grinding, then it's much too late. It is far gone past. Spoomf is weeping. I'm sorry. I'm making chat weep over here. Beko, you need to fix Freckles ASAP because if your insurance here... Beko, please. Spoomf's not joking. That is far from safe. How long ago was this? Did they actually look at your brakes or did they just drive it and say, nah, she's fine? They just drove it and said, nah, it's fine. They haven't really looked at the brakes. Last time, I think... Where I used to be, my friend, I had a friend that was a mechanic and they looked it over. So that was at least a year and a half ago to 2 years. A mechanic looked at it and gave Freckles a once-over. So at least 2 years ago. Like legally. You really shouldn't be driving. What? Also, this is so incredibly dangerous when you go to the mechanics. You open a Discord call and bring us in. Okay. Chat is trying to take care of Freckles. I appreciate that. I really wish I knew more for Freckles. We need a Freckles section in the Discord. I'll do that. I'll make a Freckles section. checklist. We can still learn car stuff. It's actually somewhat fun and relaxing turning wrenches. It sounds like fun. I liked learning a lot of things. You've been so lucky that the nail hasn't exploded out and stabbed anyone while filling the tire. I didn't know it could do that. Your knuckles didn't find it relaxing? It helps to learn. Oh, it helps you learn a new curse word. This is very true. Her insurance rates would be going through the roof. Shh, guys, don't rat me out. Don't rat me out. I'll get it fixed. Did someone clip the noises she just made? No. Pours water on ice in freezing weather to get rid of ice. I was being impatient. Water to melt the ice, but not hot water because it could crack the windshield. Is that something that can happen? Working on car, wrench slips. Leak! Oh no. I'm sorry. I apologize, chat. I saw a Vine TikTok of a mechanic recording that a woman came to complain that the blinker won't stop activating. Turns out the toggle thing was weighed down by a hand sanitizer and he fixed the situation by removing it. Hand sanitizer? Where? In the car? Or wait, sorry, you said the blinker. She put the blinker, or sorry, she put the hand sanitizer on the blinker rod? Mine's a rod. How did she get it to balance? Where was that? The brakes aren't fine? This sounds like more expenses. Let's hope her insurance isn't a fan of Vtuber. Most modern pads have squealer points that'll denote time to change them. He's not squeaking. He's not squeaking yet. We're not trying to take care of Freckles. If Freckles breaks when Beko is in it, she could get hurt or worse. And that is a non-starter. I'm sorry. Hello, Stat. How are you doing? We're talking cars today. And everyone's feeling a lot of sympathy for Freckles, and we're going to make a Freckles channel now. Also, it is past 10 past, Beko. You should be going to bed. Beko, big brain. Yes, don't pour hot water on icy window as the temperature change will cause it to shatter. It was hanging from a loop? Oh, I see. Not if they're really worn slowly, and she did say that they were old. They were kind of old, yeah. I mean, I personally have not changed brake thingies. I have caught up finally. Yes, I'm here. Now go to bed. Bleh. I didn't get to talk about my sister's. So my learner vehicular was a really old Mercedes. My learner vehicular was a Mercedes. His name was Chupa Thingy. So Chupa Thingy and I liked Chupa Thingy. Chupa Thingy was like not plastic, so metal, and it was pretty heavy, and my sister would complain. My sister hated driving Chupa Thingy because it was too heavy for her to drive. There was no what's the thing? What's the thing that makes cars lighter to turn? I know, like we had the Warthog had it, and Phyllis had it. Sorry, the Warthog was a van, and Phyllis was an SUV. Oh, what is it? Power steering. Power steering. They had power steering. Chupa Thingy didn't have power steering. Expose the sister's bad car habits. Beko, I'm gonna gift you Car Mechanic Simulator, and we're gonna go We're gonna have to spend some time giving you tutorial. Okay. Is it accurate? Is Car's Mechanic Simulator accurate? Hasn't caught up. You ate so much? Becca's so strong carrying me to the hospital. Are you okay, Stat? Roll yourself there. Power steering, power steering. Why did you help her? Her? Told you she hadn't caught up yet. It's accurate enough for those purposes. Well, yeah. Pretty accurate. Next stream for the next 3 weeks, it's only correct. I'll start doing it on Wednesdays if that's what you guys want. I'll do that on the Wednesdays. But anyway, guess which car still works, guys? Guess which car is still alive? Chupa Thingy. And you know what? Chupa Thingy had a lot of issues. When I got Chupa Thingy was like... There was a lot of problems with Chupa Thingy. Chupa Thingy was the oldest vehicle that we had. And there was a couple of problems. I think that one of the problems was one of the windows was stuck. So I wasn't allowed to roll it down. Otherwise it wouldn't be able to roll back up. There was something wrong with it. And like it would slide out of alignment. So that was one. Another one is basically every year the AC unit would fail. And we'd have to get it fixed because obviously it was really hot, could not have AC. And another thing was that the coolant would constantly leak. And we kept trying to take it to the mechanics to try to get that fixed. And there was a lot of times where I would be at my education and I would constantly check to make sure that there is coolant in Chupa Thingy. And if there wasn't any, I learned from a friend of mine that you can use water in a pinch, but you shouldn't live off of water. So sometimes in order to make it home, I would have to fill Chupa Thingy's coolant with water. And I would have to let them know. And this leak went on for a while. Like, I kept telling my parental authorities, I'm just like, we have to figure out where this leak is. Like, why can they not find out where this leak is? And after a point, I think I was starting to have a different issue. Eventually, I think it feels like it took like 5 or 6 trips to the mechanic before they found out that they think the coolant was leaking into the oil or something like that, because I was having oil troubles as well, or something crazy. Like the oil and the coolant were leaking into each other, something like that. And they eventually got it fixed. Long story short though, not Freckles, Chupa Thingy still lives. Chupa Thingy is actually still active, okay? Chupa Thingy is still in the works, like working in the service. Chupa Thingy is still in the service. So my track record is both of the vehiculars that I have used are still functioning. Do you want to know what my sister's track record is? Beko, I'm not a ball. You'll try rolling there. You'll make it there. You are one of the only 3 people I've subscribed to on Twitch. Aw, thank you, Smiley. Yes, Beko. Cupid? Or stupid? Or tupid? Where? Chupa Thingy, yeah. That's the name that I gave the Mercedes. Chupa Thingy. Yes, no more inscription or psychonauts until Beko knows how to fix an engine blindfolded and can tell when her fluid needs changing just by the sound. Then she'll be the next star in Fast and the Furious 10. To be honest, I'd be okay switching tomorrow's inscription for car mechanic tutorial. I have to look at the game. I have to see if it's on sale. I think the Humble Bundle has a simulation bundle going on, so I'll have to see if it's included in that. Oh no, farewell. head gasket. That car is a Trooper's. It didn't boom. Yeah. I kept trying to take it back to the mechanic, and I kept letting them know, I'm like, this is still an ongoing issue. This is still an issue. And I kept doing my best to keep Chupa Thingy functional. Okay, Chupa Thingy is still in service. So is Spoonf. Car mechanics. Originally read your name as Lord Nudu? Chupa Thingy, like El Chupacabra? Yeah. If you guys are curious about these names, every vehicular that has come into my family, I name them after a vehicular. I name each of them a vehicular name from Red vs. Blue. If anyone's wondering why these names, so we've had a Warthog, we've had a Sheila, we've had a Puma. So my sister's track record was when she was learning to drive, we had the Puma, which was a small silver car, and we had Sheila, which was a green truck. My sister wanted the green truck because she was just like, yeah, I want to be really headstrong person in a truck. Like, I want to be like, yeah, meh. I drive a truck. Big personality sort of thing, right? And I'm just like, I want the Puma. I like small car. I just need simple transportation from A to B. I don't need my small vehicular to make a statement on my personality. It is cute. I don't really have any sort of big fancy dancy preferences for like car vehicles. I like scooter. My dream vehicle is a scooter, but of course that wasn't the option on the table. But anyway, when my sister was learning, she was a bit of a nervous wreck. Could not handle the power of the truck. It was too difficult, too hard for her. So they ended up switching it around and had her learn on the Puma, which kind of sucked because originally the parental authorities wanted to get rid of Sheila. They were like, we'll get rid of Sheila. And she's like, no, I want Sheila. She can't learn on, she can't drive Sheila. She couldn't handle it. Learns on Puma. So she ends up getting the Puma. And I'm just like, so in my head, I'm just like, I'll eventually get the Puma. The Puma was supposed to originally be my car. The Puma was originally supposed to be my car. But, she wasn't very good at taking care of the Puma. She would blatantly ignore the dashboard lights and wouldn't tell anyone. So there would be a lot of times where I don't even know what she was doing, but she would burn out the oil, any of the liquids and fluids, just all of them would go empty, and she wouldn't tell anyone until it was too late. Until there was something wrong with the car, like it actually wouldn't run functionally, and then it would be like, and then we would see like, oh my god, like how long has this light been on? Like what in the world? Why Chupa Thingy? Almost 2 months. You were the first VTuber I followed on Twitch. Thank you, Smiley. That really thank you. That's why it sounded familiar? Yes. R.I.P. Puma. Yeah, you guys know what's coming. Eventually, Puma's engine blew out. She flat out blew out Puma's engine. So it was deemed like it was too much to fix. So they got rid of the Puma. And by that time, she had garnered enough driving experience that she ended up using Sheila. The parental authorities tried pawning Sheila off on me, and I'm like, I don't want Sheila. She wanted Sheila. Like, I wanted the Puma. She destroyed the Puma. So she ended up starting to drive Sheila. And she drove Sheila. And guess, she did the exact same thing to Sheila. And guess whose engine blew out? Eventually. So Sheila was also out of commission for actually, yeah, we ended up just getting rid of Sheila because fixing Sheila would have cost more than it was worth. It was too expensive. So now she's on Phyllis. Phyllis is the SUV. Last I heard, at least. So she went through Puma, she went through Sheila, now she's on Phyllis. And both of my vehiculars that I've used still function. So I think I have the better track record, despite the most recent years of financial struggle giving me issue of giving Freckles proper attention and the lack of knowledge of not knowing what Freckles needs. But still, just because I don't know doesn't mean I don't ask. I do ask. I tried to ask mechanic friend and I'm like, please, can you look at Freckles? Can you do yearly checkup on Freckles and let me know what things need to be done for Freckles' sake since I don't know any better? Like, please, I trust you. Some people simply should not be allowed to touch machines. I got so upset though. Before she had gotten Phyllis, there was one time I borrowed Phyllis to go visit her, and she's just like, "Let's go to McDonald's." I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "I'll drive." I'm like, "Okay." Oh no, I remember there was a different. I'll get back to that. But for Phyllis, like I was borrowing the car, so it was my responsibility. We were driving through the drive-thru. She drove too close to the wall and started grinding the side mirror against the wall. And I'm just like panicking because I'm just like, I'm the one that borrowed the car, and she's doing that. How are you? How are you doing? Why are you doing this? But in terms of Sheila, there's a story that happened to Sheila. There was one time, you know how like there's the fire hydrant and the fire hydrant next to it, sometimes there's like these two poles that will stand next to a fire hydrant to be like, hey, this is a fire hydrant or something. There's like these two poles and it's like in the middle of an island in a parking lot. She one time drove Sheila too close to a corner of these islands and ground it into the pole, heard the loud grindy crunchy noise, and instead of stopping and reversing, just kept driving through. So the back bed of Sheila just had this gaping streak hole all the way to the back. And when it was brought back to the parental authorities abode and I saw that, and my parental father figure was just like, do you see what your sister has done? And what sense? Why did she keep driving? I'm just like, I was like, why? So I take pride in the fact that I'm at least better than my sister. I would never treat Freckles that way. Freckles I adore, okay? I would be devastated if anything happened to Freckles. Devastated. Freckles is a vehicle that I own. I own Freckles. All of the vehiculars my sister uses, she does not own. She does not own. I own Freckles, though. Is there a PETA for cars? What would the acronym be? For anyone that is interested in the what vehiculars existed in terms of names, so the Warthog was the van, which was driven by the mother parental figure. Phyllis was the SUV, which was driven by the father parental authority. we had the Puma, which was the silver car. We had Sheila, which was the truck. We had Chupatingi, which was the Mercedes. I had Freckles. And then the Ultima ended up being Cece. And then we had an Epsilon. There was an Epsilon. And then there was a Griff ball, I think. There was a Griff, but Griff got traded in. And then there was I think there's 2 other vehiculars that got purchased, but I had left by then, so they don't have names, unfortunately. Send her to the Cargula. Please just get your sister a bus pass. I know, right? I don't know if what Phyllis's health is right now, but I'm very concerned because the father parental authority, Phyllis was their pride and joy for a while, but not anymore. I know the father authority, the father parental authority has a sports car now. I know they have that. I don't know what car. I know my brother has a hybrid. I don't know which kind, but they have hybrid. Someone get your sisters a 90s Toyota Corolla. Those things are the Nokia of cars. Do you think they would survive her treatment? She'd kill it. Toyota? Sheila was a Toyota. I think Sheila was a Toyota. Maybe. If it's not a Helix, hard pass. Your mechanic friend needs to be fired if they let all of this happen to Freckle. Oh god, this physically pains you. How? I know, I don't understand. She does not have the same level of care. She's just like, someone else will take care of it. You can hear the screeching. They're called bollards. Yeah, so you guys know, right? If you were to do that, that's something you would hear inside of the car. It's not like you would run it over and not hear it. You would not know. It's not like something like that would happen and then you would not be able to hear it. You'd be able to hear it and be really loud. And she just kept driving. Sheila didn't deserve this. No, Sheila didn't. Your sisters, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe. Let me think here. See, what's funny is that any car issues, anytime a car needs to be fixed, with her, it's because she caused it. Anytime a car had to be fixed for me, it was because someone else did it. So like, I've been reverse T-boned before. And I think someone also hit Freckles in the parking lot, but I actually got that fixed. I did that myself. I didn't take Freckles to a mechanic. I got a heat gun, and there was a little bumper blemish. I took a heat gun and fixed Freckles myself. The concrete posts to keep the hydrant from getting run over. Yeah, those things. Those things. My sister ran into those. Beko, please. I'm sorry. Someone please take our car behind the shed. It would be a mercy. I I don't know what to tell you. They keep giving her vehiculars. They keep giving her vehiculars. I'm running out of names for these vehiculars. Not even cars for kids would want your family's cars. They get taken care of when they stay within the family, but when they get passed over to the sister, it's like a death wish. Ownership typically leads to more concern for the item's well-being. Beko's sister needs to buy her a vehicular. She does. She does at this point. I don't know why that hasn't happened yet, and they just keep giving her vehiculars. I had to take care of mine. Freckles will live, and you guys will help me. You guys will help me take care of Freckles, and maybe Freckles will live past Phyllis as well. Freckles will live past Phyllis. Phyllis is an SUV. If you ever get a Jeep, I demand you name it Sarge. See, the thing is, I wasn't naming them the characters. I was naming them after the vehicles. And of course, eventually I was running out of vehicles. So I think so like Chupa Thingy, there was Phyllis, Sheila. Freckles was the robot dog. And Cece was the other robot later on. Because I said I started running out of vehicles. They had motorcycle. Am I gonna go name a car motorcycle? They called the ghost motorcycles. Oh, there's like that one episode when they're talking about the vehicle, whether it be a warthog or a puma. Like, what the heck is a puma? At the end, they were like a leprechaun. What else did they say? I forgot. They started listing a lot of things. I should have done that one, but I picked Chupa Thingy. Chupa Thingy. What else? So then I started going to just anything that wasn't the main cast of characters, like any machines or contraptions. Did your sister learn to drive in France? No. This is awful. Why parental authorities not reprimand sister? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. Toyota cars and pickups are regularly used in wars and skirmishes. Well, she somehow figured out a way to take one out of commission, that's for sure. Sister learned to drive in Russia. You awake, bro? Hi, Ash. How are you doing? Regardless, don't let Beko's sister's sins distract us from Freckles' neglect. You guys have to help me fix Freckles, because I love Freckles. I actually love Freckles. I don't know if my sister loves Phyllis, Sheila, or Puma, okay? But I actually love Freckles. And I do appreciate you guys wanting to take care of Freckles, because I actually do love Freckles, and I do feel, you guys don't understand, I really do feel bad that I haven't been able to tend to Freckles the way I want to, because I've had to prioritize other financial situations. But yeah, I love Freckles, and I really will be sad if, like, whenever Jonathan Davis, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level I grow stronger. How's your night going? You're that intrigued by my talk of being really bad at vehiculars? Thank you. I hope your night is going well. Welcome Jonathan in. Jonathan, what do you know about cars? Hopefully more than me. Beko, please go to bed. For our sakes, we can't take any more car torture stories. Okay. I should end it. I just wanted to be able to talk about my sister's stories. Pulls up in car police cruiser. Alright, Beko, where's the war criminal? The car war criminal. Pray for Freckles, yes. I don't I don't have to do any driving until the big drive. So it's just all about taking care of Freckles. So don't worry. I'm not driving dangerously right now. I don't have to go anywhere until the big drive. So it's all about just prepping Freckles. All in favor of Beko naming her next car motorcycle. But I eventually want a motorcycle. Or a scooter, actually. Scooter. I want to get a scooter and name that motorcycle. I'll oppose say name. Maybe next name could be Banshee. But that would be a Halo name, not a red versus blue name. I need to watch any of the more recent episodes to see if they brought in more vehicles and named them. I'm sure cars all around America have nightmares of Becca's sister. True, true. I'm mortified myself and I'm not even a vehicular. Fun fact, I type Becco's and the word milkshake always pops up. Why? Is there a Becco's milkshake? Or is it just because you guys always love talking about my milkshakes? The food milkshakes. Will help Beko get Freckles also all up to snuff. Yay, thank you. And we would really love you to go to bed. Okay, I will. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys helping me with Freckles. I did name my car. Chat can tell you about it. And we're gonna dedicate a whole channel to Freckles. So there we go. There is Discord link. I'm so much more worried about the big drive now. Life finds a way. I'm afraid I can't stay very long. I need to go to sleep because I have to take care of my 2-year-old nephew. No problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. We'll see you next live stream. Yes. Becca will name her next car motorcycle and her motorcycle car. No! That'd be so confusing. Becca's milkshake brings the boys to the yard. That was fast. It was like naming a cat dog and a dog cat. Maybe. You just type Becco's and the sentence Becco's milkshakes brings the boys. Oh, the whole sentence pops up for you? This got real quick. The big drive sounds like a car's journey to heaven. No, don't say that. Don't jinx Freckles. Freckles will live. Freckles will survive this. Let's see who's on tonight. Freckles will live. I hope. I always get scared. Every big drive, Freckles has actually done a lot of big drives. Every big drive, I always get scared for Freckles. I always get scared that this might be it. Freckles has done a fair bit of drives. Freckles has driven a 4-hour drive and then has driven an 18-hour drive 6 times, I think. And then has driven a 3-day drive. And that was the longest that Freckles has ever driven. And now Freckles will make another 3 days worth drive. And I hope Freckles can manage this one. Okay, let's see who's on. Holla. Every just chatting, I'm always worried not knowing what to talk about, but life finds a way. Oh my god. Oh, why does my page lag every time I go to Twitch? Who's on? Who haven't I bothered? Hakase is doing oxygen not included. Tsunami is playing Omori. Tsunami is actually kind of funny. I think they're kind of funny. I noticed they haven't streamed in a while, so let's take a look. Who? Kaya Torin? Wait, do I follow them? Ow! Bless you. Hello, Prime Will. Congratulations! Happy marriage! Happy marriage! Congratulations! To Drew and Dylan. Happy marriage! Streamer stalling. How many miles does the car have? I have to check. I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures for you guys. The car has done 7 12-hour drives. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, this is taking too long. Let me type in the name. Which one? Where'd the name go? Kaya Tori? Chinese guardian dog? Load. Gonna be another raid train spoof bets. Is she ending soon? She says be right back. You always wanted to drive cross country through America and visit random places, like visit the biggest ball of yarn and things like that. I think there's like an app called like Road Trippers or something like that, and you could set like destination points. Like you can set like I'll start here, I'll end here, and it'll give you a list of interesting side tracks along the journey that you can stop at. Why is she? That's a cute be right back page. How long has she been on the be right back? Definitely downloading it? Yeah, it's really cool. I think what did I see? There wasn't a lot for my journey on my last journey. I only downloaded it for the last journey. There wasn't a lot. The only point of interest that I know was I passed by the Four Corners. So that was the only thing. There was a couple of other things, I think. And then there were some other things that I think Freckles and I was just like, eh. Is she gonna be back, Atheist? When did she go on BRB? She's been on for an hour 50, which isn't long for her. Yeah. Just a few minutes ago? Making some tea, maybe. Not everyone can be me. It's not tea. Among Us cake? Oh, let me type the... Get it all ready. Do you guys have your raid messages? Knowing you guys, it's gonna be something. Beko has doxed herself. Now Spoonf has extrapolated her exact location from all previous given information. The location of the real bekogenning on this earth. It is... You don't know how far I've driven. Or how long it was. And it could have been like anything. It could have been like a corner of a pizza pie. Become as gods? I'm surprised the raid message isn't something about freckles. Wasn't there like hashtag save freckles? Hi Cyber, how are you? I'm doing good. I told a lot of sad car stories and now everybody wants to save Freckles and make sure that Freckles survives. Beko is on Earth. Spoomp has found her. I exist transcendently here, there, everywhere. Mostly here, but maybe a little bit over there. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm over here. But sometimes I'm over here. Or here. But mostly here. Owa! She's back. She got cake. It still shows be right back. Is my internet that slow? Is my lag that slow? Hashtag pray for Freckles. Freckles will live. Save Freckles. Is this your raid messages? You guys have prepped? You guys are ready with your raid messages? To the car gulag. Freckles will live. Everyone's getting good use of that angry Beko. I'm never really angry, so there you go. You guys have used it. Okay, she's back on. Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is the makeup stream. It's not the usual, but we're making up for the fact that I missed out on Monday. And I will take a look to see, I guess you guys are requesting car simulator. I will see. I will take a look. If it's over $20, I'm gonna be sad. But I'll take a look. The time is 2 hairs past a freckle. Save Freckles. Bye. Bye, Atheist. No, you missed the stream. I know, Cyber. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll be here tomorrow. It's not the usual time, but I'll be here tomorrow. Good night, Noodle. Thanks for the stream. Hope chat and Beko have a lovely night. Thank you. And thank you, Disaster. Everyone have a good night. Let's go ahead and punch that through. Bada bada. Good night, game guy. I hope you weren't. I hope everyone is able to sleep soundly and not have too many car-related nightmares tonight. We missed it by 2 hours. Thank you. I will make sure I eat and drink. I'm a little kind of snackish, but I've got some dehydrated strawberries here that I would like to munch on. Good night, guys. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and I will make a Freckles channel right now. Night. Bye. Wow.